Hey everyone, Mario here. Just want to do a video on gun store etiquette. I know there's quite a few videos on this matter already. Just wanted to give you guys my personal take on some stuff, and also maybe cover some things that maybe weren't covered on some of the other videos. Okay, first of all, before you go into a gun store, do your homework. What I mean by that is go to many of these gun forum type of websites. There's also YouTube. YouTube is a plethora of videos that deal with guns. You're gonna find so many. Whatever type of handgun or pistol or rifle, whatever type of weapon you might be interested in purchasing, I guarantee you there's a review of it in YouTube. And if there isn't, there's probably gonna be one soon. So do some homework on that. Remember that the guys on YouTube, when they do their reviews, it's their personal view on things. And but I would also suggest you also look at the gun forums, because it has a lot of the reviews from experts. So you're gonna have to balance that out as to what best works for you. Okay. Once you have an idea of what you're looking for, just go into the gun store, talk to the clerk, and just tell them, hey, how you doing? My name is so and so. I'm interested in purchasing a weapon, but this will be my first weapon. I've done a little bit of research, but I need some help. Okay. Another thing that you might want to do is if you already have an idea of what kind of weapons you're looking for, it will make it so much easier for that clerk. Okay. Let's say, hey, I'm interested in Glocks. Okay. So he's gonna be like, oh, no problem. And what caliber you're interested in, and stuff like that. And that'll make it a lot easier for him or her. So just kind of keep that in mind. Not only that, not only will that clerk show you, the actual weapon that you might be interested in, but also comparables like XDs, or they might show you 1911s, whatever that might be comparable to whatever weapon you're looking for. Most likely they're going to show that to you. Some Rugers, I don't know, whatever they might think that works for you. Price range. Stay within your price range. Like, if you have an idea of how much the weapon that you're looking for cost, stay within that budget. Like, let's say you're interested in purchasing your first Glock, and you know that they're around $500 to $600 wherever you go. So let's say you have $600. Stay within that budget. And just stay with it. The store clerk is going to throw you all kinds of fancy schmancy kind of guns, and they're probably way more expensive than what you're looking for. So that's what I'm saying. Stay within budget. Once you get the weapons that you're looking for, also before you going into the let me back up on this. Also, before you going into the gun store, make sure that you have an idea how much weapons cost. Many of the websites, I think all the websites have their suggested retail price for every weapon that they sell. Now remember, in every state's a little different. It might be $100 more or less, and wherever you may be. Like, I noticed that most guns here are probably, like, I live in California, hippie California, so usually a gun here is like $100 more than what the suggested retail price is. And that's just because of the taxes and all the other crap that you're looking into when you purchase the weapon here. So just kind of keep that in mind. I noticed that a lot of people especially the newbies, end up getting screwed over when they purchase their first gun, because they overpay for it. So that's the reason why I'm saying make sure you guys know the suggested retail price on a weapon. Okay, going back to the weapons on the counter, and you're checking them out. They're bringing you some comparables and stuff like that. Okay, when they hand you a weapon, make sure that the way they handed it to you is the same way you're gonna give that back to the clerk. Okay, they're gonna teach you how to properly clear the weapon, and so just kind of keep that in mind. Get in the habit of using a lot of these gun safety things. We all have a tendency of doing. Okay, so I have my little Glock 26 here, my little baby Glock. So just gonna clear it. Okay, just get in the habit of learning how to clear your weapon. Okay, also when you're handed a weapon, make sure that the way they give it to you, you give it the same way back. Okay, as you notice, I have my finger outside the trigger well. Do not place your finger right here and you're holding the weapon. You're gonna piss a lot of people off. Okay, I'm telling you, that's a dead giveaway. Do not point the weapon at somebody when you're doing this. You're gonna piss them off. Okay, they're probably gonna snap that fucking weapon from you until you get the hell out of their store. Okay, do not dry fire a weapon. What I mean by dry fire, this weapon is clear, by the way, is you press the trigger when there's no rounds in the chamber. Okay, you hear that little click. A lot of the that's what I mean by dry fire. You know, you hear that click. That means the trigger and the firing pin have gone forward and it's not, and it has engaged, right? So just kind of keep in mind, don't do any dry fires unless you ask the clerk that you want to check the pounds per pressure on the trigger and what best works for you. Okay, so you notice I have a tendency of going like this. If you see me doing this crap and I'm doing this when I'm taking care of a weapon, or they handed it to me, they're gonna just yank that shit away from you until I get the hell out of the store. Just bottom line. Okay, keep it outside the trigger well at all times. You're gonna be just fine. Okay, just remember, always treat a weapon like it's loaded. Okay, and never point a weapon unless it's something you're gonna destroy. Okay, all right. Okay, guys. So once you get that, you know, you start looking at the weapon that you want to purchase, right? And you're finally saying, okay, I want to buy this Glock, right? I want to buy this little baby Glock 26, right? So you're at the counter. They're gonna bring you some other stuff. Okay, they're gonna bring you. I'm gonna get my iPad here, guys. This is what you're gonna be filling out. It's a Atf form. It's Atf Form 4473. So it has all your basic stuff. You know, you put in your name, age, whatever the fuck it is, you know, and there's a bunch of yes/no questions. Okay, before you start filling this form out, please ask the questions. Don't ask the questions while you're filling this out, because the clerk is not going to help you. Okay, and make sure you understand what you are signing before you sign it. If you have a common last name like I do, there's a part of the form here that you can put your social security number. It does not ask you for a social security number, but if you have a common last name like I do, I have a tendency of putting my social security number in there. So because, you know, there's 1,000 people with my last name and there's millions of people with my first name, so it's a common last name. It's sometimes a bad thing or a good thing. So make sure you fill it all out. Once it's all filled out, they're going to do a background check. If everything looks good, they're going to, in some states, you know, you will walk away that day with that weapon. Now, my hippie ass state, I got to wait 10 days before I can bring back my gun. They call it the cooling down period, which is a bunch of crap. Okay, before you guys go, before you guys leave that store, make sure that you learn the proper way of assembling, disassembling, and clearing a weapon. Very important, guys. I'm telling you, especially if you're a newbie, it's better to get hands-on than to look at a freaking manual. I guarantee you that. You start messing with your weapon, you start learning the way it works, you know, and it's better if you learn it from an expert. Most store clerks are experts on this stuff. You know, they're not going to be put in front of the as a clerk if they're not knowledgeable in what they're doing. Also, if you encounter a female clerk, don't underestimate her. She probably knows a lot more than you might think. You know, just because she's a female, don't ever, you know, put her down for that. Because I've had some gun clerks and, man, they make me look bad. And I'm like, damn, girl. You know your shit, you know, and it's just the way it is, guys. So don't ever underestimate female clerks. or any females that work in any gun store. Okay, you start disrespecting females in gun stores and they work there, oh, you're not going to be welcome there anymore. Okay guys, I think I covered pretty much everything. Like always, learn the do's and don'ts. There's a lot of do's and don'ts that you can find online. Okay, and learn that stuff. That's part of your homework, you know what I'm saying? Do the do's and don'ts. Don't say clip. This is not a fucking clip, this is a magazine. Okay, do not say clip. You're gonna fucking irritate the shit out of me and probably everybody in the gun community if you call this shit a clip. It's a magazine. Okay, I think I covered it all. If I didn't cover everything, please let me know. Shoot me a comments on the comments box. And thanks for watching my channel, guys. Like always, please like and share my video. And like I always say, God bless you. God bless the United States of America, and I'm out.